Today I have a very special unboxing and I wanted to share that with you because I am so excited about it. So in this video, I'm going to be doing an unboxing and I'm also going to be making tortillas using fresh milled flour. I love this company and they sent me this mill. And the reason why I'm so excited about it, well, let me just show you. Oops, my dog wants in. Pause. Since you interrupted the video, you have to say hi. In your old dirtiness. He loves to tromp around the backyard and then he comes in a little less white, right? A little less white. So say hi. You be good? Are you gonna be good? We'll give you a, oh, I can't say the word. Can't say it. Okay, you. Go be good boy. I can hear the angel choir singing right now because isn't she beautiful? I mean, this is just absolutely beautiful and it's sleek and it's going to be sitting on my counter and it is very aesthetically pleasing, is it not? This is a mill. It's different from the mill that I already have because this is a stone mill. It uses stones to grind. Apparently it can grind flour even more fine than the one that I am currently using. I am not unhappy with the grind that I get with the mill that I'm using now, but I can see, you know, maybe for some pastries you might want a more fine grind. But I have gotten so used to what I am using. I have been using fresh milled flour for 18 years, so I've gotten very used to the consistency, so that doesn't bother me. But today we're going to be using this and trying it out for the first time with you guys, and I'm so glad that you're here to experience this momentous occasion. One thing that I had not thought about before is I love this feature, how the flour is going to come out straight into the bowl that you're using. And so we're not having to pull out the container and then put it in another container, one bowl done, not dealing with that. You can put your scale under here and measure it immediately. What you're not gonna do, because in the other machine, you put grains in and then you can turn the machine on, you cannot do that with this particular machine. You have to turn it on first and then you put in your grains. So because I just received this, I chose the gold. I love the gold, I think it is so pretty. But because I just got this, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grind rice and then we're just gonna throw it away. And that way it just makes sure that there's nothing in there that we don't want in there in our food. Look at my little instruction manual here. Place grain mill on hard surface, plug in. Place bowl under flour spout. Turn on the mill, adjust the knob, and then pour in your grain. It seems pretty easy. Seems pretty easy to me. Now it is time to make the tortillas, and today I'm going to be using half hard red and half kamut, or actually Khorasan, and I will put links in the description below where you can order these products. Anytime that you use my links, you're helping to support my channel, and that helps me to be able to continue bringing you good content. And if you use my promo codes, then you get to save money as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to turn the machine on. That machine is pretty fantastic. And also, just to let you know, if you ever decide to get one, and really this is for most of the grain mills, you don't want to ever put anything oily in there like flaxseed or coffee beans, because they just kind of gunk up in there, and I can verify that because we grind our own coffee beans and we have a coffee bean grinder, and where it comes out, occasionally you have to go in and chisel it out because it gets loaded up in there. It just kind of continues to cake up in there, and you don't want that to happen with your machine because then it's not going to work. Right now I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And tip for you, when you're using baking powder, you want to stir it up because some of those ingredients can settle and you want it really active. So go ahead and give it a stir just in case they settle. You also want to make sure that your baking powder and your baking soda never have aluminum. Very important to get a quality brand. As goes with all of your ingredients. If you hear something in the background, it's my water. I am heating my water up for this. I'm going to give that a stir. I am using 1 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 cup of water, and 1/2 cup of coconut milk, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I'm going to make a well in the middle, pour that in. Mix that up. Smells good and it feels good. What more could you want? You don't have to use coconut milk. You can use almond milk or whatever you want. And I'm not opposed to dairy, but right now I'm doing the Daniel fast and there's no dairy or yeast, which is why I'm making tortillas. This is going to be my bread. And a lot of times I don't have milk, and the only milk that I will drink is raw. And then I have to find it, and it's not at the local grocery store, so there's all those things going on there. So I just use what I have. I'm just kind of massaging this to make sure everything is well incorporated. And then we're going to let this sit for about 10 minutes. Just going to it's kind of fun to play with. My hands are clean, nobody panic. But I'm the one eating them, so really, what's it matter, right? It's just me. And I'm going to put a couple of them in the refrigerator and then freeze the rest. So now it's time to cover, let it rest for a few minutes. Turn on my, there, you can be blessed while you're waiting. All right, so now we're gonna give the dough a little tension and knead it a bit. Make it nice and soft and pliable. Give it a little tension. A little more olive oil for a little love. Give it a little tap, tap, tap. Let it know you love it, and then we're gonna put it back in the bowl for another 10 minutes. Oops, gotta give you another blessing. Now we're gonna take it out and separate into individual . Okay, and then we're going to make them into little balls and kind of get some tension going. I'm not perfect at this, so just know I am not the tortilla champ, but they taste good, and that's what matters. By the way, I love this mat, and I will link it in the description below where you can purchase that. It is just a game changer. So when I'm teaching my bread classes, I take this mat with me, and that's what I roll out my dough on, and it is spectacular. Turn off that timer. And again, these will not be perfect because I am not perfect. That's not why. It's because I don't do this often enough. But I eat them whether they're beautiful or not. I'm gonna let this rest for about 10 minutes while I go outside and light up the flat top. I have a blackstone outside, and it's gonna make this process so much quicker. So we're gonna let these hang out for about 10 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and get that ready to go because we want it nice and hot. If you don't have a blackstone, you can use a griddle or you can use a cast iron pan. I have a tortilla maker, but I actually prefer this. So any of the above will work. Now it's time to roll these out. I'm gonna put down a little bit of olive oil. I do like mine thin, so try to get that out just a little bit more, trying to reach the eight right there, but I think that's about where we're gonna go with that. And I like mine to look rustic. We're gonna say these are rustic, and we're gonna handle these very carefully. I almost feel like I should get out my big pen, my big rolling pin. Like I said, typically I'm using my tortilla maker. I don't know, maybe I should do that now. But you know what, I'm gonna get it out while I'm doing this because we can save. That's the tortilla maker, so I'm gonna let that heat up. I'm gonna continue rolling out, and once it's hot, I'll stop and see how it goes. But I haven't figured it out because sometimes they will split and sometimes they don't. So I'm obviously doing something wrong when I'm using the tortilla maker, but as you see, this is beautiful. Nothing wrong here. So I don't know. I was told it was because they were too dry, but the last tortilla I made, they weren't dry at all. So then I'm thinking maybe it's the opposite. Maybe they were too wet. This one might not make it to 8 because it seems a bit thin to me, but I'm happy with a 7. Well, we're getting there actually. We might make it to 8. Yay! Now, as long as it doesn't tear up on me, right? Aren't these beautiful? I love the rustic edge. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Gently lay that to the side. And then once it's time to put them on the blackstone, they're gonna go really quick. They will heat up really fast. It's like 30 seconds to 45 seconds per side. All right, I'm gonna whip the rest of these out, and when it gets hot, I will be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna let you see how this works, and hopefully it's a good experience this time. Like I said, not that the other time was a bad experience, they just kind of blew up, and I'll show you in a minute because I have a couple of them left. So this is the tortilla maker, and you just put it right in the middle and smash until you hear the ghost. Hear the squeak? Oh, I think it blew up. See, blew up. I'm doing something wrong, but yet my other ones are beautiful. So you can heat it on this, but then you're waiting, you know, all that time. I'm not gonna throw this away. I'm gonna put it outside and save it for chips or something. Let's try it one more time and see if maybe I just was too aggressive with the smash. Let's do it a little slower. There, it's supposed to squeak, and then that's supposed to be all you do. That one's better, but these look so much better. They're so much thinner. You know, it's overrated. So I'm gonna pull this and I'll heat it up outside. We're gonna shut that bad boy up, and I should probably sell it. Sell it. It's supposed to be convenient, but it's not. I'm doing something wrong. It's me. Hi. It's me. I'm the problem, it's me. But these aren't a problem, you know? These are beautiful. So as soon as I get this one done, this is my last one, we're gonna go outside to the blackstone. I love being outside. That's where my happy place is, and I'm trying to get a setup out there where I can do all of this, but it's gonna take some time because you've got to have space, and I kind of have a mess out there right now with this, that, and the other. It's kind of my go-to garden mess. All right, got that one to the 8. Yay! All right, let's go outside and make it happen. We're gonna take our beautiful tea towel because we're gonna put the warm tortillas on this, and I'm going to bring a cooling rack as well. Just lay that on there. Last blessing of the day. All right, let's go. So this is nice and toasty. That's the bad one. Bad tortilla, bad tortilla. And we're going to get the pretty ones on here. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that sizzle. Whoops, I messed that one up. Okay, let's toss and turn. Toss and turn so we don't burn. Gonna be a good one. Whew, it's hot. Hot tamale. Hot tamale. There we go. Pull that bad boy out. See, they're not beautiful, but they don't have to be beautiful. They just have to taste good, right? So all we want is for them to taste good. Okay, we're gonna go with that one. And that one. I have a couple more inside that I need to get and flip. I think it ended up making 8 total. Some are prettier than others, but they still all taste good. Save the best for last, of course. This is the one that I made in right here. So you see, I mean, they didn't turn out terrible, and I put them in here to flatten them, and then I put them on a griddle in here, and they're fine. They actually turned out better than I remembered. But these are absolutely delicious. They smell good, they taste good, and they're super healthy for you. And just a side note, if you are not using fresh milled flour, no matter what, even if it says that it's whole wheat, you are not getting those nutrients that are in the fresh milled flour. You're not getting them. And if that is whole wheat, how is it sitting there for months? It couldn't, because it would go rancid. So all reasons to start milling your own flour. It's very inexpensive in the long run, especially when we're talking about hospital bills. So good. It is so good. Refried beans? Cheese. Can't have cheese right now, Daniel fast, but soon. These make excellent wraps. Delicious chicken enchiladas, you know, all the things. Veggie sandwiches. Thumbs up, for sure. I want to thank you so much for watching. I want to thank you, Nutrimill, for this amazing, can I say it again? Amazing grain mill, and I am going to be using that all the time. I absolutely love it. And you know, you don't know what you don't know, right? So I didn't know what I was missing. Now I do. I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank you for taking time to watch my videos. YouTube has become my passion. This is my future, hopefully, but it all depends on you. We have to have a willing audience in order for the channel to be successful. So if you would please subscribe if you haven't already, hit that notification bell. These are ways that you can help the algorithm know that my channel matters. And also, if you'll share this content with others that you know would enjoy it, all of these things at the center are to help gut health, stimulating a healthy gut, because that is my niche and that's what I teach, is all of these things that I am teaching are how to heal that gut, because the gut is really the center for all other things. So you guys have a great day, and again, thanks so much for being here. Again, I'll put my links in the description below where you can buy all the things, and I appreciate your support and your love, your kindness, and your comments. You guys have a great day. Oh.